Shout out to you all out there. It's your girl Carrie Peg Fashion again. So if you are watching me right now, or if it's your first time tuning on to my channel, I say welcome, 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 and please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and families, and why not give me a thumbs up and comment. Okay guys, so today I'm gonna talk about the human brain. I'm gonna talk about the foods that you could eat in order not to forget. Nowadays lots and lots of people tend to forget things. The reason why I even decided to come up with this video is because we're back in high school and also mid high school. I definitely used to forget a lot. I will always forget, and so for a very long time right now I have improved on my memory, and I really want to share with you my experiences and what I did and the kind of foods that I ate just to make sure that my brain gets back to normal. And then you can also give these foods to your friends and to your kids as well, because they're really good to develop for brain development. So first of all, we're gonna define the brain. What's the brain? What's the brain all about? What's this thing? What is it? So the brain is one of the largest components in the human body. It's made of really complex 100 billion nerves that communicate in trillions of connections called synapses. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead to talk about the foods which are gonna boost your brain as well as your focus. So the first food that you definitely need is fatty fish. Fatty fish to contain 60% of omega-3 fatty acid. 60% of our brains are made up of omega-3 fatty acid. Come on. So why not? It means the fatty fish is just all of it. Fatty fish like salmon, sardine, what more of you could just eat this fatty fish. Just forget about meat and just make this fish your daily routine. So fatty fish are definitely good for your brain. They're gonna boost your brain and they're gonna increase the level of focus. So you definitely need this. The second food is caffeine. Coffee or cafe, that's just okay. There is this caffeine in coffee which makes it so cool. The caffeine in coffee really helps to boost our brain. Back in high school, my friends will know this. I definitely used to take in a lot of coffee in order not to doze or to sleep. So when you take in coffee, it's really gonna boost your brain and it's gonna make you not to fall asleep, sorry. So the caffeine in coffee is really so magical, so much so that you need it, and it's packed with antioxidants which are really gonna help to boost your brain as well as your focus. So the third food I'm gonna talk about are definitely nuts. So this is what happens. I do love nuts, as well as nuts are definitely good for your kids, even for pregnant women, kids who are growing up. They definitely need nuts because there is this fat in nuts which is required in our brain. So you definitely need those nuts, guys. You need it and your kids need it. I always eat tiger nuts. I do love tiger nuts because it doesn't only boost your brain, it also boosts your hormones, because especially like lactating moms, you definitely need tiger nuts. Even if you're not lactating, you need a tiger nut to boost your estrogen system and to boost your hormones and also to boost your brain. They're all nuts. You need walnuts are just the perfect nuts for this, because they're really like, if you look at the shape of a walnut, is just a brain. So if you haven't taken all of that, just know that. So walnuts are really the best because they do, like, they're so cool. Like my previous video, I do had walnuts. So walnuts to contain vitamin E, which are also good for our skin. So the next fruit I'm going to talk about, I think this is the fourth, right? So the fourth is definitely seeds. We do have pumpkin seeds, which are like the most essentials. Like pumpkin seeds, some people do call it egusi final. It is very good for our brain. So this have sesame seeds, like sesame seeds. I don't know how I can describe it, but I'm gonna put the picture on the screen. Like in every bakery, like in the bakery, you see sesame seeds on this every cake. Some cakes, most cakes do contain that. I do. Before I didn't love it, but when I knew the benefits of sesame seeds, it was just definitely everything. It's on burgers, like every hamburger has sesame seeds, chicken burger precisely, it do have sesame seeds. So guys, you have sesame seeds, you have almonds, you have we have lots and lots of the seeds. We have the sunflower seeds. We also have the flax seeds. They are really good for our skins. They're good for the brain. Sorry, it's good for the skin and it's good for the brain. Another food that I'm gonna talk about is dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is really, chocolates are definitely so sweet. For once, I'm talking about myself because I don't know about you. I do not like sweets. Sweets are not really my preference, but then people can deal without that. So I don't care about sweets. Let me put it that way. But dark chocolates are really the best for your brain. They're gonna boost your brain. It has the same functions. It almost has the same functions like coffee. They are like brothers and sisters, So dark chocolate is definitely good for your brain. It's gonna boost your brain, and it's also full and packed with antioxidants, which are really gonna help boost your brain and your immune system as well. So the next food I'm gonna talk about are eggs. I can't do this without talking about eggs. I have a video about quail eggs. Quail eggs are just the best when we're talking about eggs. Like all the eggs, but quail eggs are special because quail eggs, there are like lots and lots of vitamins in quail eggs, which all the eggs do not have. So eggs in general are really good for the brain. They are really like super cool for the brain because they do contain vitamin B and kaolin, which are really good for the brain, and also it's a brain booster definitely. So you definitely need eggs into your system. So the last food I'm going to talk about is broccoli. The shape of a broccoli is just like the brain. I do love eating broccoli. Like, just normally, the best way to enjoy your broccoli is to boil it, like to pot boil, half raw. Just boil it, just put salt and Maggi. Let me call it that way. It's easy to understand. Just salt and Maggi and broccoli is just the best way to consume broccoli. So I do eat broccoli so much. I love it, and I love giving it to my kids because they're really good for the brain. It's just so powerful. There is this powerful antioxidant, and it's full of anti-inflammatory compounds, which are really good. It's also full of vitamin K, which is really cool for your brain. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still watching up to this point, I said thank you so much, and God bless you so much. And let me know if this video helped you. Just subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and one more review. Thanks so much, guys. Love you all.